everyone. Japanese like the number 3. There are many sayings in Japan which use 3. As you know, starters in Pokemon always 3. So in this video, I will explain why Japanese like the number 3. For starters in Pokemon, we called them as Gosanke, which means 3 houses. Go is a prefix to make it polite. This word came from Tokugawa shogun families in Edo era. This is the first shogun, Tokugawa Ieyasu, who established Edo era. Edo era began in 1603 and this peaceful era lasted for 265 years and it was governed by Tokugawa family. This is the Tokugawa family tree and second shogun was Hidetada, as the first son was killed by himself and the second son was adopted. Then another 3 families closely related to Tokugawa family were formed as Gosanke. They were originated from 9th, 10th and 11th son of Shogun Ieyasu, Yoshinao, Yorinobu and Yorifusa respectively. They were only families who were allowed to use Tokugawa surname and crest. Also, if there was no boy who can be a shogun in the main family, they have to provide a boy. Indeed, from the 8th to 14th shogun were from Tokugawa Yorinobu family, and the last shogun was Yoshifusa's descendant. These families were located in Mito, Owari and Kii respectively. Edo, where shogun lived, is here. So Mito and Owari were located at the main road towards Edo and Kii faced the sea where the ships going to Edo gathered. So they had an important role to protect shogun. The imperial regalia of Japan are also 3 sacred treasures, which are the sword kusanagi, the mirror yata, and jewel yasakani. They appeared in the oldest history book in Japan, edited in 712, Kojiki. Kojiki comprises 3 parts, and the first one contains mythology. It is still unknown whether this is true history or not, but the phrases and years written in the book are pretty consistent with local tales or myths. So some said actual history was written like a myth on purpose, or because in Japan, someone who achieved something great tends to be treated like a god with respect. Author may have called people who established the country several hundred years ago as gods in this book. Anyway, in this book, Amaterasu Omikami asked her grandson Ninigi no Mikoto to govern the country and gave him these 3 sacred treasures. There are many old sayings in Japan which use 3. Here are some examples, and as you can see, they all use 3. 三人よれば文殊の知恵, which means that if there are 3 people, you will get a good idea. So it is like even they are all ordinary people, 3 people will be able to have a good idea. 女3人よればかしましい。Since women talk a lot, 3 women are very noisy. 仏の顔も3度まで。Even kind, gentle Buddha will get angry if you stroke his face 3 times. So basically, anyone can be angry if you continue to be rude or do something bad many times. 早起きは3問の得。If you wake up earlier, you will get 3 mon, which is old currency. So if you get up early, you can do things efficiently and you will get reward. So why do Japanese like 3? There are a few hypotheses to explain why Japanese like 3. One hypothesis is that it came from Onmyodo. Onmyodo is a traditional Japanese esoteric cosmology, a mixture of natural science and occultism. It is based on the Chinese philosophies introduced into Japan at the beginning of the 6th century. In this thought, there are 2 elements, which is yin, negative, and yo, positive. They are sometimes opposed to each other, but also depend on each other to form everything in the world. For example, sun is positive, moon is negative, spring is positive, autumn is negative, south, north, man and woman. And odd numbers are thought to be positive. So odd number is lucky numbers, and 1 is the most important number, showing a beginning. Then next to good 1 is 3. Another hypothesis is that if you have only 1 point, it is just point. The second point gives rise to a line, but the third point makes a dimension. So 3 is important. This is the first article in the law written in 604. 和をもって騎士となす, which means that cooperating each other with peaceful and respectful minds will avoid unnecessary conflict. I think this character represents our Japanese ethnicity, which means peace, calm, relaxed, mixed with something different. We do not like conflict. From old days, Shinto shrine and Buddhism temple can coexist in the same place. We go to shrine on the New Year's Day and funeral will be at the Buddhism temple. We also have Christmas party. So another hypothesis is that because we don't like conflict, we prefer to have the third choice. If you have only 2 choices, it may cause conflict, or we do not want to decide black or white, so here is the third choice. 3 is quite practical. The merchant in Omi, where is now Shiga Prefecture, in the Middle Age had a chip for their business, which is Sambo Yoshi. Yoshi means good. So this means for good business, three should be satisfied. One is seller, the second is buyer, and the third is public. So they know not only seller and buyer, but also public should welcome their business. Traditionally, we always list three things which are biggest or the most important, popular, or something like that. So here is Nihon Sankei, the three views in Japan, which was first described in 1643. One is Matsushima in Miyagi Prefecture. One is Amano Hashidate in Kyoto. The last one is Miyajima in Hiroshima. There is also the three great gardens. One is Kenroku-en in Kanazawa. One is Koraku-en in Okayama. The last one is Kairaku-en in Mito. So three does have a meaning in Japan, and we love using this magic number. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions or requests, please leave comments. Thank you.